in what ways your media product use, develop, or challenge forms of conventions of real media products. In this evaluation, I will be explaining how my media product, in this case my trailer, uses, develop, or challenges forms and conventions from real media products. In addition to this, I believe that I have used some parts of Torodov's theory in my trailer. For example, that in my trailer I have used and stated there is an equilibrium, a disruption, and a recognition phase. I have decided to miss out on an attempt to repair because I do not want to give too much narrative away. Otherwise, if I did, the audience will have no reason to come watch the movie. I have seen this narrative convention used in many popular social realism trailers. For example, in the Shank trailer, they show the background story, in other words, the equilibrium, and show the disruption phase of the movie and the recognition of the disruption. Also, in addition to this, another narrative convention I have used is that putting in text on the trailer, giving the audience a bit more of an explanation about the story of the movie. For example, I've put in trust no one. This puts in questions inside of the audience's mind as they are thinking of why not to trust anyone, and if so, whom not to trust. This intrigues the audience and draws them in to watch the movie. Due to my research, I have seen many social realism trailers use this type of convention, such as Bullet Boy. This trailer uses text such as there are type of there are thousands of guns on our streets. This suggests that the story of this movie will be dude with guns and that maybe even someone will be shot. Furthermore, another narrative convention I have used from the social realism genre is that I have added in narration over some shots on the trailer. This also gives more information on the storyline of the movie. I have also used cinematography conventions of a social realism trailer. I, I have used a shot where there is a first person view where a character is looking around and then out of nowhere is hit with a punch and the screen goes black. I have used this at the end of my trailer. This is because this leaves the audience with suspense as they want to know why and has hit the character. I've seen this camera shot used in many other social realism trailers such as Adulthood, Shank, and Kidulthood. For example, in Kidulthood, there's a very similar shot. The shot they used was not put in at the end, put in the middle of the trailer. In addition to this, I have also used non-diegetic sound on the trailer. This is the soundtrack that has been put in the background of the trailer. Many or nearly all social realism trailers have used this type of conventions so the audience are able to get a urban feel of the film. Also, in addition to this, I have again used sound conventions when I had put a voiceover over certain shots in the trailers, as this sets the storyline of the trailer. I've seen many other social realism trailers use this, for example in Kidulthood, where the main character sets the setting and the equilibrium of the storyline. Furthermore, I believe that I've used institutional conventions in the beginning of my trailer. The institution logo, this was put in because it put in because then from the beginning when the audience watched the trailer they should know what type of genre the movie will be. This is because the institutions that I have used are normally to do with and are associated with the social realism genre. The institutions that I have used are Revolver Entertainment, Gunslinger, and Gateway Films. These institutions are used in nearly every single social realism movie and movie trailer. The genre conventions that I have used in my trailer are because of the mise en scène of the props, clothing, and setting of the characters and the places that have been used. For example, I believe that I have developed this convention of the props that were used because I haven't used the conventional props such as guns and baseball bats. I have decided to leave out weapons and use the character's fist as weapons. I've done this because I strongly consider that a fist will be more of an effective weapon rather than an actual weapon. And also, in addition to this, I believe that using a gun or a baseball bat would not be realistic. It would be too far fetched. Furthermore, using a fist is realistic in many cases in real life. Many youth do not use weapons like guns. The representation convention I have used on my trailer goes with the genre of social realism. I have used a variety of different location shots on my trailer. For example, Some of the shots were in a rundown park or an urban estate where the character lives. This represents where the main character maybe lives and that he does not have the best living conditions. I've done this because then the audience are able to feel sympathy and feel sorry for the main character due to the fact that his life isn't great and he does not live in the best living conditions and doesn't have much to survive on.